Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Soul Good. I'm Amber Marie, and this is your February 2022 Tarotscope. If you're curious about the decks I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below, along with links to my social media accounts and a link to information on personal readings, as well as some other goodies. So do feel free to check that out if you feel called to do so. All right, let's jump right in, Sagittarius, and see what's going on for you for the month of February. Please, universe, spirits, guides, angels, our cosmic team, our ancestors, our higher selves, what can you tell us about February 2022 for Sagittarius? Ooh, straight away. What can you tell us about February 2022 for Sagittarius, please? Excuse me. It's way too many cards. There we go. Thank you. So straight out the gate, Sag, you have the Page of Swords. Okay, so I have this thing that's been happening in my readings where the energy will come through, and when it starts to get to this energy where it's like blocked truths or the inability to speak truth or acknowledge or admit truth, that it like, I have a little bit of a lisp normally when I talk, but it's not something that hinders my speech in any way. And when I started to do readings and noticed that that was happening, it took me a while, but I figured out that it's because there's this energy that comes through that is this inability to be truthful, right? And even though the Page of Swords isn't necessarily something about being truthful or isn't necessarily a card about truth, Swords energy or air energy is about awareness. It is about perception. It is about communication, right? It is about that mental energy. And if you have a block, right, that's preventing you from speaking your truth and sitting in this place of mental clarity and of awareness, right, then you can't really, it's a mental thing, right? It's something you have to overcome. There's a block there. And even trying to explain it feels difficult for me, which isn't normally something I struggle with. So for me, that's telling me that your energy, Sagittarius, this month, you may have some triggers that come up, some things that where you need to express truth, where you have to or acknowledge truth within yourself. Okay, I don't know why, but I just get this feeling. I don't know what it's about either. You will know if this applies to you. But with this Page of Swords coming out first, this is that energy of the mental, of being in the mind, right? It's a mental type of energy. And it's this kind of like curiosity and this restlessness, this like very, I mean, it's like a very bright, but also can be like a very nervous type of energy as well. With it, you have the Magician. So I get the feeling here, Sagittarius, that this month you may start to align with, I want to say like hobbies, or you may start to align with things where you put your energy into, which align you with skills and talents that you have already, right? It feels like it aligns you with yourself, because the Magician is this energy of mastery, right? It's like mastery over self, but it's also a card of having all of these skills and talents available to you that you hold within, like you already have everything that you need, right? And so with it coming out with the Page of Swords, there's this energy of like getting curious and aligning and starting to like study, right? She's reading this book here, and there's all these light bulbs that she's holding as if they're balloons, right? Like her mind is fixing to carry her away, right? Like her mind runs away with her is kind of this energy that I'm getting. And it feels like you kind of start to get curious or start to study areas where you already have talent, or you already possess some sort of natural ability, or skill that will be beneficial to you, or that, seems like it's just kind of your calling, right? I also do get the sense of you learning how to master yourself And I'm feeling that on like an emotional level, on a mental level, on a physical plane as well. Like being able to master your emotions, being able to master this, like your perception and your awareness of self and how you're viewing the world and why, right? It's this energy of kind of mastering yourself in a sense. So there are a couple of different stories coming out. I guess it will depend on where you're at and what resonates with you. But I definitely get this energy of learning how to master self. Yeah, and then you have the high priestess too, and the wheel, right? And so there's this energy of following your own truth, your own inner wisdom. Like I was saying, there's that truth that's coming out, because the high priestess is this divine truth, right? It's that inner wisdom, that knowing, your intuition. And so again, there's that need for truth, and I feel like the tide is turning for you, Sag. Like I feel like things are starting to um move. Like it feels like things, like cycles are completing in your life. um and I feel like it's like it feels like it can't come at a moment too soon. So Sag, normally I don't really read cards in the reverse, but I've been finding lately that when they come up at the bottom of the deck, it provides this kind of story for me. And I feel like right now it's like the tide's turning, or the wheel turning can't come at a moment too soon, because I feel like you're burnt out. I feel like you're stressed. I feel like you're just like, I'm over it. Like I can't take any more of this shit, whatever said shit is for you. Um, so I feel like it can't come at a moment too soon. I feel like you're wanting to experience abundance. I feel like you're trying to bring that in for yourself. But I also feel like you have been avoiding your truth. I feel like you've been avoiding your truth. And I think once you acknowledge that, right, and you actually do acknowledge your truth and accept it, right, instead of avoiding it, there comes this moment of clarity, right? And I feel like after that, it's like there are going to be reasons to celebrate, because I feel like you're going to reach these new milestones, not only within yourself, Sag, but in your external reality as well, because I feel like these truths have a lot to do with how you experience your external reality. All right, so what's something important that Sag should be mindful of for the month of February 2022, please? What is something that Sagittarius should be mindful of for the month of February 2022, please? Thank you. Okay, so you do have the Chariot out. You could be dealing with a Cancer this month, Sagittarius. But this is energy as far as being mindful. First of all, I feel like there is with the Emperor, okay? So you could be dealing with a Cancer or an Aries. But with these two cards coming out together and saying like there's something you should be mindful of, first of all, I feel like there is this need for you to kind of breathe, right? The Chariot can be this card of self-control, and I feel like it feels like you're so busy trying to control things like that you cannot relax, right? Like you're so busy trying to make things go the way you want them to, or the way you expect them to, that you can't breathe. Because I just, as soon as these cards, I put them both in my hand, I got this very heavy feeling in my chest, and it felt like I like suffocating myself, right? So it feels like there's this need for movement, right? There's this need to kind of loosen up on that control a little bit and allow things to come to you that are supposed to, because when you're trying to control everything, you know, essentially you could be blocking things that are supposed to be coming to you that could improve your life, but you're trying to control it, and so you're not even realizing that it's there, right? But the Chariot can also represent success. And here's the thing, I feel like the Chariot being connected to Cancer energy, this is energy that's emotional. This is energy that is diplomatic. It's energy that represents kind of this unconditional love. And it is an energy of, I mean, it's very intense, right? And you also have the Emperor, which is equally intense, as far as we're concerned. It's this fire energy, right? It's very active, it's very ambitious, it's very demanding and determined. And so I feel like if you're able to let yourself breathe and really get in touch with your truth, get in touch with your own emotions, get in touch with, you know, those intense things that you may have been avoiding, or it feels like you've been likely avoiding, then I feel like you can find this stability and you can find this power in that, right? Instead of avoiding your emotions, right? There's this energy of needing to experience them. And I don't know, that might resonate for some people, maybe not everyone. But there's this energy of needing to accept, right? This energy of needing to accept your emotions, to accept all of these things, because I, again, accept that you can't control everything as well, right? With that Chariot, I'm just really getting to be mindful of where you're trying to control things, because I feel like even though you're trying to create this sense of stability and security and success, you're kind of doing the opposite, because you're blocking things that are supposed to be coming to you. Yeah, and you like, there's this need to come clean with yourself, Sag. I don't know what this is about, but there is a need for you to come clean. Okay, so there's a lot of cards on the reverse on the bottom of the deck, right? This energy here is like, come clean, accept your truth, come clean with yourself, stop lying to yourself. Then you have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, which is about greediness and stinginess and possessiveness. And then the Three of Pentacles, which is lack of teamwork and group conflict and being disorganized. It's like all of these things are blocked, right? Like you, like this is saying this is what you need to do, right? You may have been in this energy of being like stingy or greedy, or selfish, if that's what you want to call it, when it came to maybe some sort of relationship, because the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. In the upright, it's about teamwork and building together, right? In the reverse, it is that lack of teamwork, right? So it feels like somewhere, Sag, you've been lying to yourself and need to come clean and accept your own truth about potentially something where you may have been stingy with yourself or selfish in some sort of way, and denied building with someone, or denied teamwork, or turned that away, right? And I feel like you have these dreams that you want and these things that you want to experience, but you're like, it's like there's that lack of control of your emotions, and there's that dreamy type of energy. Like it feels like this naive kind of energy, even though I'm not saying that to be condescending, Sag. I'm not saying you're naive. I'm just saying it's this naive energy just because you don't know what you don't know, right? And I feel like there's this energy of like thinking something will turn out a certain way, but but it doesn't, because it's like you're operating from this fear of change and from this place of comfort, from this safe place, because of the heartache that you've experienced. And your spirit is like burnt out. Your spirit is done. Your spirit is ready to move forward. Your spirit's ready to align with who it's supposed to be, and what, like, why you're supposed to be here and things like that. So there's this energy of needing to align with your truth. Speak your truth. Be your truth, right? And stop pushing these things down, because it's only hindering your own success. So what should Sagittarius embrace to have the best possible February 2022, please? What's what should Sagittarius, thank you. Okay, so you do have the Queen of Pentacles. And here's the thing, Sag, like I was saying, the Queen of Pentacles is all about comfort. Okay? She's not all, that's not always what she indicates, but she is a symbol of comfort. And because this card is coming out in the upright with the Death and Rebirth card, this is telling me that you need to get out of your comfort zone. Right? Things that have happened, right? I don't know what 2021 or what January looked like for you, Sag, but if things have been chaotic, or things have felt like nothing is going your way, or if things have felt like, oh my gosh, when will this torment end? It is because the universe, your guides, your higher self, all of the above, source, God, whatever you would like to call it, is trying to shake up your reality to show you this is not what you're supposed to be doing. You are comfortable. It is time for you to experience life in a new way. It is time for you to experience yourself in a new way. It is time for you to be reborn. It is time for this comfort zone to be ripped apart so that you don't have the ability to be comfortable any longer. Right? So embrace the death of this comfort zone. Embrace the fact that you have this opportunity to begin a new cycle, to start fresh, to transform by getting out of this comfort zone. And I'm going to be honest, I do feel like it has to do with you trying to control situations or outcomes or things in your life, right? Really, really trying to control them. And I mean, like, your intuition's probably telling you to do something and you're like, nope, that's not the outcome I want. That's what it feels like to me. Like a straight denial of what you feel inside. And it's like you've kind of gotten into this space of, it feels a little bit ego-ish with that Emperor there. Like, almost like, no, I am the creator of my destiny, or, I decide, and which is true, right? But if you keep choosing the wrong things and keep aligning with the things that aren't for your highest good, the universe is going to come in and is going to shake things up and say, no, 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 no. Like, this is not a good use of your energy or your time here. We need to change this. You need to change this, right? So this, for me, for you, Sag, is all about embracing the death of a comfort zone, getting out of it because it's time. Yes, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You have the Fool, right? Which in the upright is about new beginnings, wonder, fearlessness. It can be like this fearlessness energy, like, okay, like I'm just diving in, here we go. Let's see what happens, right? So it is kind of like this foolish, fearless kind of energy, but it is that energy of new beginnings. It's kind of a trust fall into the arms of the universe, like, okay, let's do this thing, right? And in the reverse, it is this energy of being naive and kind of being reckless and taken advantage of. And it's like you're putting this energy in to kind of, I feel like it's like, what is the word, please? It's like purposeful ignorance, or you know what I mean? Like, it's like denying your truth. So it's like it's like, nope, that's not what I feel like. I don't know why everything's going wrong. Or like, if somebody were to call you out on your feelings, you'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Right? It's like this purposeful, like, ignorance is how it feels to me. Just a denial of what is actually truth. But then there's a lot of cards in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse, is being obsessed and working without reward. So all of the shit that you're doing is, in a sense, could be meaningless because it's not work that's being put in for your highest good. It's not something that's going to bring you benefit. You're just essentially slaving away to whatever mentality, perception that you're seeing things from. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is like no passion, no, like unmotivated, uninspired. It's just like just being like, okay, I'm just done. Like I don't even know what's the point. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what 2021 or January looked like for you, Sag, but with this energy, it feels like it's been pretty rough. And I feel like the universe is trying to show you it's like it's trying to show you that this is not your, like, you're not your purpose. The Temperance card is this energy of patience, but it's also like a middle path or balance. It's also about like having angels and guides around you, right? Helping you, but it is a card of finding meaning. And because it comes out right after the Eight of Pentacles and all these cards that are just like no, nothing, you know, it's a numb, it feels numb, Sag. This energy feels very numb, right? And because Temperance is coming out after this numb feeling, it's like you're trying to find purpose, like what you feel like you're looking for, what you're trying to control, and all these things you're trying to do is not really what your soul wants. Your soul wants you to find your purpose. Your soul wants you to align with your purpose, right? It's what your soul is calling out to you, but it's like you're ignoring it, which is, I mean, it's your choice. You're going to do whatever you're going to do, Sag, right? But this is, I mean, don't shoot the messenger. It's like if you want fulfillment, get in line with your purpose, because the world is a fulfillment, oneness, wholeness, completion, harmony. So if that's what you want, you've got to get into alignment, right? And you have to stop this indecision, this conflict that you've been going on and on with yourself about. You've got to stop, right? I feel like you've withdrawn because I feel like you felt like I just don't know what to do. So I feel like you just pulled back from everything. I feel like you pulled back from everything. I think you have this fear of rejection that I don't know where it comes from, but I feel like you may have this fear of rejection. And that may be what is hindering you from getting out of your comfort zone. That may be what's hindering you from moving forward, you know, from acknowledging your own truth. Queen of Swords. This is all about truth. Queen of Swords is all about truth. This is Libra energy, which is honors truth, right? So I feel like there's a real need for you, Sag, to get in line with your truth and honor that truth within yourself. Speak it, live it, breathe it. Stop denying your own truth because it's only causing you pain, right? What does Sagittarius' soul want to say to them for the month of February, please? What would Sag's soul like to say to them for the month of February? Thank you. Yep. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change again. Again. I'm not going to even go into it because we've been there. You have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Yes, absolutely. Sag, I feel like this all has to happen, right? Because you're not, you haven't been in alignment with who you're supposed to be. Your divine plan for you being here, right? You haven't been in alignment with that. And I feel like the universe is like, nope, it's time. It's time, right? And I feel like that is what's going on right now. The reason you're having these experiences is so that the universe can show you who you really are, align you with your own light, seed the light within you, right? Encouraging that divine plan, laying those foundations. Yes, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? This is like the Tower card in the tarot, Sag. This is exactly what I've been talking about. This would be that chaos, that shit that's been happening, whatever the shit is for you, where it feels like, oh my gosh, is it ever going to stop? Because this is that energy of needing to move out of that comfort zone, right? And for you guys, I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something here to do with your emotions. I feel like it has something to do with your emotional truth. Whatever it's related to, I don't know, but it feels like it's your emotional truth, right? So there's a definite need to evaluate, yes, who or what is triggering you exactly. The stuff that is like causing you to like get pissed off, or to, you know, feel really sad and then get pissed off, or to kind of like run from, these are the things that you should be facing, right? They're bringing up triggers because they're things that need to be healed, things that need to be worked on, things that need to be, you know, need to be brought into alignment so they're not disruptive in your life, so that you are aware of them, right? They're being brought into your awareness. So if someone is triggering you, it's triggering something within you, right? No matter what it is that they're saying, no matter what it is that they're doing, if it's bothersome, right? Or if you're avoiding it, it is because there is something there. Yes, thank you. There's fear that needs to be released. There's something there. And it could be a fear of rejection based on what the cards have been saying. So I don't know if that's around your career. I don't know if that's around love. I don't know if that's around your family, friends, circle. I don't know what it is. But there's something here that needs to be addressed this month, Sag. And I feel like it's for your own growth. I really do feel that way. Can we have a message of wisdom for Sagittarius for the month of February 2022, please? Man, Sag, you guys have... Thank you. Some of the other signs have been a little bit rough, but not like yours. You guys seem to have it, you know, some things going on this month for sure. So, you know, take care of yourself. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're drinking enough water. You know, find time for yourself, whether that be out in nature, meditating, journaling. I don't know, whatever it is for you that makes you feel relaxed and that you can breathe. Do that, right? Do that. But you do have the fates coming out first, right? This is the number 17, which reduces to 8, which is about mastery. And I feel like it is, again, in a line with that magician card, because I do feel like the fates are playing their hand here, because this is part of you getting into alignment with that mastery of yourself, that coming back together with yourself and getting into alignment. Like I'm seeing these stars coming up here as like getting into alignment, right? So I feel like the fates are playing a hand here, right? And if these things keep coming up and you keep experiencing these struggling things, these challenges, this chaos or upheaval, whatever it feels like for you, then it's because the divine is speaking to you. It's like, hey, this isn't right. You need to do something different, right? Try something different. So consider that as you move through this month. Yeah, you also have building blocks, which this is about laying foundations. It's exactly what's going on, which is why I feel the fates came out first. It was like, look, this is what's happening because we're rebuilding your foundations, right? We are rebuilding the way you look at your experience, the way you experience it, why you experience it the way you do. We're trying to help you to build upon who you truly are so that you can have the experience that you desire and the experience that you deserve. You're not meant to be here suffering, right? You do also have I do want to say really quickly that this is the number 28 thinker card, which reduces to 10, right? Which if we take that even further is 1, which is about new beginnings and potential opportunity, okay? You also have thinker, which is the number 44, which again reduces to the number 8. So again, I feel like with this card specifically and with you right now with the energy, Sag, this is about you not getting caught up in your own thoughts. This is you mastering your own mind. Because here's what I feel like happens. I feel like for some of you, you start to think about a situation, whatever it might be, and then you think and 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 think some more. And I think you dwell on whatever, these things are so much that you like kind of spiral out. And I feel like you probably don't get anywhere, right? It's like, I thought about it, but I didn't come out with any sort of solution to whatever it was I was thinking on, right? And so there's this message here of not getting trapped in analysis paralysis, not allowing you to get trapped in your own mind and spiral out and then never make any progress, right? There was that energy of like the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, which is about work without reward. And I feel like that is what is happening, right? You just get caught up in your mind and then you don't even get anywhere and you just waste time essentially. Yes, Sag, you have no place like home at the bottom. Okay, now it's interesting that the light is reflecting so much on this, because here's the thing. I'm sorry about the glare, but with this no place like home card, it being the number 50, this is a card of change. Or a number, excuse me, of change and conflict and instability. With this card specifically, and the way the light is kept reflecting on the card, and everything that's come up in your reading so far, it feels to me like there's this serious need to align with who you are at your soul level, with your truth, with your light, right? There's this need to come back to that light. And I feel like for some of you, there are truths that you have been avoiding or denying, but will align you, that feel like home, right? These could be things that you do. These could be this could be people. It could be a job. It could be a living situation. I don't know. It's your story, right? But it feels like whatever this thing is that makes you feel like alive, makes you feel light inside, lit up, right? That makes you feel like home. So whatever that thing is for you, Sag, I would seriously consider this month looking at what changes you can make to come more into alignment, because I feel like you're just trying to come back to what feels like home. You're trying to come back to your light, to your soul, to yourself, to your tribe, to your family, to all of these things that are meant for you, that will and are and do feel like home. Okay. So, you know, even though it seems like you may have, kind of a rough month for some of you, if you relate to this, um, I will say that there is a huge opportunity for growth here if you decide to take advantage of it, if you decide to step out of your comfort zone, if you decide to speak your truth and be honest with yourself and really step into your authentic, your raw, pure truth and honor that truth, right? But of course, it's always up to you. So remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not for you, it's not for you. That's okay. No big deal. But thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful February. Take care of your lovely soul, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Bye.